everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to Postpartum Lifestyle. My name is Joy, and today I'm going to be going over postpartum related questions that I have had over the past year. It'll be about 8 questions that I'm going through. Before we get started, I do want you to go ahead and hit that subscription button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the content and want to see more like it. Won't waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you again for tuning in to the Postpartum Lifestyle. I'll go ahead into question number 1. Was breastfeeding difficult at first? Short answer, yes. Here's my explanation as to why. So basically, the difficult part was not baby girl latching. The part that was difficult for me was when the milk started to come in. Now, the milk coming in was painful. I experienced engorgement and I just pumped to relieve that, which was really helpful. And then my nipples experienced soreness, which I tried nipple guards that didn't work. So I used lots of coconut oil, just regular cooking coconut oil. And I also used what's called breast pads, the cloth ones that can be reused. And they look like this. To help with the nipple soreness, I would get them damp just a little bit, and then I would stick it in the freezer for a little while, just enough for it to get nice and cold, and then I would apply them to the needed area, and it would help with the soreness that I was experiencing. But other than using this for soreness, of course, you would use these, or I wore these to prevent leaking. Breastfeeding is a lot of work, and it does take some serious dedication. You have to just continue to remind yourself why you're doing it. If that's something that you really want to do and you're trying to push yourself through it, you just have to continue feeding yourself that positive affirmation that I talked about in my last video. I'll link that down below with labor and delivery. But that positive affirmation is something that you want to feed yourself so that you can remind yourself why you're doing it in the first place. So yes, it was difficult, and this is something I really wanted to do. Everybody may not be able to push through that, and that's okay. Feeding your baby formula, other forms of milk, some people even use other people's breast milk, or they use goat milk. Whatever you need to do for your baby is perfect for you and your baby. Know that. Question number 2, okay. Do you switch breasts each feeding? Yes, I do switch sides. I try to remember which side I use last so that both sides are making about the same amount of milk. Question number 3, did you see a lactation consultant? Yes, I did see a lactation consultant in the hospital. I did not hire a lactation consultant to see after leaving the hospital. The 4th question, how long did you wait before friends and family could see her? For immediate family, we gave it about a week before we allowed people to start coming to the house. And then for other friends and family that wanted to come by, we asked to wait 6 weeks. Question number 5 is, how did you establish a routine? We did not really have a routine. I wouldn't call it that anyway. We kind of let baby girl lead us into what her needs were. So she started off sleeping 2 to 3 hours at a time, and that was for like the first 4 months, 4 or 5 months almost. And it slowly progressed to 3 to 4 hours, and then that progressed to maybe 4 to 5 hours at a time. She's waking up to feed in between those times. So sometimes I would sleep in between that. Sometimes my husband would sleep in between that. We would switch shifts. So I would take the night shift and my husband would take the day shift. To say that we ever really got a routine until later in the game, it's kind of hard to say. It really depends on your little one. One thing that we did try to implement in effort to create some type of schedule is cutting the lights out at night, so baby girl could tell the difference between morning and night. That was kind of like our day-to-day. How long is she gonna sleep this time? Is it gonna be 2 to 3 hours? Oh, she's sleeping this amount of time. It was hard to create a routine. Okay. Question number 6, do you prefer regular or cloth diapers? I like, personally, the cloth diapers. I like that is cost effective. Honestly, we don't have to constantly keep buying diapers. The regular diapers are convenient, but dropping $30 for a box of diapers or more every couple of weeks, multiple times in a month, I just wasn't feeling that. I actually want to show you guys what the cloth diapers look like. Stay connected. Follow Afterbirth Lifestyle on Instagram. I don't even know if I'm centered anymore. Cloth diapers look like this. I don't know if you guys could see that. The brand I use is Baby Goal. And that's the only brand that I bought. No particular reason. It's just the first one I bought, so I just kept buying the same brand. And I like it. She's been using these for months. This is the diaper, and then you would use an insert. You take that and you just put it in here like this. And then you put it on baby like this, and you snap it to her size. So at one point we were snapping it all the way here, and then we had to button it all the way here because she was a little smaller. But now that she's getting bigger, we're able to. That's another thing that I really love about the cloth diapers is that they grow with her. So she's been using these for months, and we're using the same ones. We were able to, like I said, button this up to make it smaller when she was smaller. So you make it smaller there, and you can adjust her waist here. I love these things, and they have so many different cute colors. Like this is this one. Again, Baby Goal. We have about 24 of these, so I have to wash them every 3 days. And then at night, what I'll do is double insert. So take 2 inserts together and stick both of them in there, like this. And this is what I do at night to just allow for more absorbency, since she'll be in the diaper a little longer. And then if needed, I'll just change her in the middle of the night. But these are cloth diapers. I love them. They're so cute. They're cost efficient. And you see, we've been using these for like a year now, and they're doing really good. So I'm happy with it. Question 7. Did you use soothing pads to help with pain after delivery? No. The hospital gave these large pads and mesh underwear. It was like a double pad that they gave, and these mesh white looking underwear to kind of hold it up on you. I used that for the first few days when I got home, maybe even the first week, but I want to say it was just like the first few days. And then on top of that, I also used Dermoplast and witch hazel wipes. And then they also give, it's like a perineal bottle. You put warm water in it to rinse yourself when you go to the bathroom. I got tired of wearing these ginormous pads that the hospital gave, and I wasn't bleeding as much. I switched over to the Depends panties, and they're basically like an adult pull-up. I use that to prevent from having to use all of this stuff that the hospital gave to, you know, hold everything. And then once I got tired of wearing the Depends panties, I invested in what's called period panties, and this is once my bleeding, you know, came down. They're absorbent in areas where they need to be, and you just rinse and wash them and reuse them again. That's another money saver. I didn't have to keep buying these packs of Depends. It was cost effective, so I liked doing that. And, you know, just trying to get my womanhood back after having a baby, I just didn't like walk around the house with all this stuff on. I wasn't comfortable. Question number 8, how did you feel when you had someone watch her for the first time? It was nerve-wracking. It really was, because we didn't want her out of our sight. We didn't want to be out of her sight. And we were nervous. We were just nervous. We're new parents, and we're going to be separated from our baby. We've been connected with her since we've gotten her, and for a few hours, we're not going to have her in our presence. We were fine, but that separation anxiety is real, because we were like, okay, it's time to get back to baby. Oh, yes, glad to have you back. That is all the questions that I have for this video for today. I'm not going to keep you guys for too long. I think 8 questions is enough for one video. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me, hanging out with me for all of these questions as I answered them. Don't forget to hit that subscription button down below. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you like this. Stay safe out here. Until next time.